What's going on, fellow Gakis? Welcome back to another episode of Style Manga, where today we're going to be talking about level 999 Farmer, created by Hoshisuke Koneko and drawn by Iwamoto Keiichi. Let's get right into it. Okay, now let's talk about the world of level 999 Farmer. Not too many things are different from our Earth, except the monsters, the demons, humans being born now with a level cap and a class, which also causes humans to be more classist than they have been beforehand and more racist towards demons because they don't understand demons. And overall, I don't think there's really much of any changes between our worlds. Now that we talked about the world, let's talk about the dangers within it. Monsters are just monsters. They attack and eat everybody, including themselves. But demons and humans, that's where the classism and the racism begins, because not only do they have intelligence and they go through the same struggle, but they attack each other on sight because of a misunderstanding of one another. And honestly, they even attack themselves. Alright, now it's time to talk about our main characters of this story. And the first person we got up is our protagonist, Kagami Koji. Occupation, farmer, level 999. Kagami, who was born as a farmer, strongly believes that this system is unjust and deserves to be broken, and in order to do that, he becomes the strongest in the world to even face God. Next person that we got on the list is Alice Bolognese. She's a demon, level is currently unknown. She's the daughter of the true Demon King, who is actually looking for someone to help her change the world and stop the hate between demons and humans. And Kagami's just the person to do it. Everybody go ahead and welcome in Takako Builder. She's a monk, level 245, so that means she's strong. And for my fellas who love a woman who can kick her ass, she can definitely do that for you as well as protect you. Go ahead and get to know my girl. She's a beautiful young lady, romantic, supportive, and damn show independent. Go ahead for my girl Takako Builder for the one time. Everybody meet Mino the Demon. Level currently unknown. Just a loyal friend and servant to the Demon King, and as well as a big brother towards Alice. Wants to make sure that Alice is protected in her quest to make sure that she ends the racism between demons and humans. Everybody meet Rex, the racist. Alright, I'm playing. He is a quote-unquote hero of this world. Level 90, bootlicker, the bootlicker of the kingdom. Yeah, how that rubber thinks that he was better than everybody until Kagami came through and humbled that ass. Like, legit, Rex here learned that it's best to sometimes sit down and shut up. Everybody meet Kururu the Sage. She's a princess of this world. She's level 42, the airhead, but also open-minded to listening to Kagami, even though at first she was really ignorant toward the issue that was literally right in front of her face, but we're going to get to that in the real story. Alright, everybody meet Paulna. She's the magician, level 78. And I was playing about Rex before, like, you know what I'm saying, with the whole racist stuff. He's actually cool and he actually wants to learn. But Paulna, she ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Like, she's a legitimate racist. Like, she says some stuff in the manga where it's just like, damn, that was blatantly racist. You got a problem. Everybody meet Tina. She's a priest, level 50. She's timid, the shy gal. She's always giving out a helping hand, and she's the second best girl in the manga. She is the Hero Squad's mascot, so she's always the one who's giving out the helping hand, and she's also a priest, so you also better praise Jesus, you hear me? Alright, so now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of this video. It's time to talk about the story, about how a zero turned to a hero and turned the hero into a zero. It's a very beautiful story about how motherfuckers get humbled. Alright, so let's do a little bit of a recap. Now, we're back on Earth. There's now monsters, demons, and humans that are born with classes and level caps. Now there is the bottom of the barrel, which is unfortunately farmers. Now these farmers here are being attacked by the lowest level monster there is, a slime. And they're even having trouble with it and they feel like it's the end. Until Kagami, another farmer, comes up and saves the day. Now they think he's a hero, but he's just another farmer who's realizing how this world really works. And he gives them a little bit of hope when he shows them the real rank of level 999. Now it's time to talk about what our hero does. He spends a lot of his time in the dungeons fighting monsters because that's how you get your paycheck around this world right here. But unfortunately he runs into the Hero Squad and he tries to do his best to avoid them. until he finds a little girl who's running through the dungeons, but the monsters are avoiding her for some reason. It's not until he really catches up with her and finds out that she's actually a demon. He protects her from the hero squad because they don't care. Anybody who has horns on their head gets the blade, you feel me? Kagami is put on the spot because now he has to lie and say that this little girl is his sister and say the horns are really just accessories. Yeah, they not trying to hear all that. She's a little girl with horns inside of the royal property with the holy sword that's missing, and she's the only person in here and the sword's gone. Kagami then tells them that he's already been through this dungeon, he's fought all these monsters, he got the boss weapon, sold the boss weapon, and moved on with his life. Fortunately, they're not trying to hear any of that because they're thinking he's bullshitting due to the fact of the matter being that only the hero can pick up the sword because that's how this world works to them. Until Kagami literally shows them, yeah, I ain't trying to hear all that, I'm level 99, I can pick up whatever the hell I want. See? He then picks up the entire block that the sword used to be on. Still in denial, they tell him there's no way he's level 999 until he just shows them the display and tells them to shut their ass up. Rex refuses to let this go. He keeps asking Kagami, why aren't you fighting with us to defeat the Demon King? Why are you protecting this little girl? And why are you using your strength for dumb monster hunting? Kagami's just like, that's not what I am. I don't care nothing about that. Personally, you should really figure out how this world really works before you do anything else. Still trying to walk out, the rest of the hero party then finally speaks up like, well then what do you do it all for? You can join us, get this money, get fame, you can even marry me, the princess. He's like, I don't care about none of that shit, none of it. In reality, he doesn't care because he's not a selfish human being. He understands that demons are just people trying to live their lives too. But as soon as Alice and Kagami get outside the dungeon, Alice then speaks for the first time, says, you're the person I've been looking for, please marry me. And Kagami goes to jail. The end. Alright, so now it's time to talk about why this manga might be for you. And for me, it's personally because it doesn't take itself too serious. You've seen the jokes when we were talking about the story. The characters are goofy, but they know what's at stake. They know that they want to change the world and have everybody change within it. But you know, they also make sure that life is enjoyed along the way. There's jokes, they're funny. Sometimes they break a little bit of the fourth wall, and if you actually pick up this book, you're really gonna see how they break the fourth wall. But overall, it's just a really good all-around story about how Kagami, the protagonist, basically puts the entire goal of Alice on his back because he truly believes that this world needs and deserves to change. The change of the better, of eradicating all hate between demons and humans because they go through the same struggles. Sounds kind of familiar, just saying. Okay, so let's talk about the overview. The current status is ongoing. There's 42 chapters, so there's a little bit enough for you to binge, and there's other adaptations for all my light novel readers out there for real. But this has been level 999 Farmer. Sorry for my outburst. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stick around for a little bit